Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on January 16, 2023, and giving you our total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comment section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Hornets vs Celtics. The Celtics were the main reason the first meeting between these two this season went over. They dropped 140 on the Hornets back in November, and they blew the total out of the water. Saturday was a little bit of a different story with the game in Charlotte and all, but served as the fourth under in the last 5 games between the two. Boston's defense has held 3 games under in their last 4, and the under is 4-1 in their last 5 road games versus a team with a losing record at home. Since the Celtics inexplicably gave up 150 points to Oklahoma City, they have not allowed a team to score more than 116 points over 6 games, holding 3 teams under 100. They seem to be extremely determined to turn their defensive fortunes around, as they were widely considered one of the more porous teams over the first half of the season. Our total pick is under 231.5 points. Charlotte's offense gets held down once again in this one. Bucks vs Pacers. The Pacers like to push the pace, but have been much slower on the road this season. Likewise, Milwaukee is more of a slower-paced team at home, as they are averaging under 100 possessions per game at home. The Pacers struggled finding consistent scoring production in their last game, and the Bucks have great length on defense to keep Indiana from taking advantage in transition. Our total pick is under 228.5 points. The Pacers have been held to 100 or less in 2 of the last 3 matchups between these teams. The play is the under. Knicks vs Raptors. These teams have been scoring the ball at a solid level throughout the last handful of games, as Toronto is scoring 119.7 points in their last 3 games, while New York is averaging 113.4 points in their previous 5 games. Both teams have been doing extremely well at grabbing offensive rebounds, as the Knicks are 3rd in the sport with 13 offensive rebounds per game, while the Raptors are 4th with 12.4 offensive rebounds per game thus far. Our total pick is over 224.5 points. The over has hit in 5 of the previous 7 games against one another, so go with the over in this game. Cavaliers vs Pelicans. According to the adjusted offensive rating provided by Dunks and Threes, the Pelicans are 7th in the NBA, with a 114.9 rating, while the Cavs are 12th, with a 114.2 rating so far. Both teams have been shooting the 3 well, as New Orleans is 11th in the NBA, with a 36.5 3-point percentage, while Cleveland is 13th with a 36 3-point percentage so far. Our total pick is over 228.5 points. The over has hit in 4 of the previous 5 Pelicans road games, as well as in 5 of the last 6 Cavaliers home games, so go with the over here as well. Wizards vs Warriors. The offenses for both of these teams are the reason that they win games. The defenses are both middle of the road average or below average. The offenses have been above average, and they both will be trying to shoot as many 3-pointers as they can. The over is 5-1 in the Warriors' last 6 overall. The over is 4-1 in the Wizards' last 5 versus a team with a losing straight-up record. Our total pick is over 232.5 points. Hawks vs Heat. The total has finished under in 6 of Miami's last 7 games, and in 4 of the last 5 games that Miami has played on the road against Atlanta. Atlanta has had the total finish under in 5 of the last 6 games overall. Atlanta is only 16th overall in shooting with an average of 46.8%, and Miami is 27th at 45.2%. Our total pick is under 223.5 points. As mentioned earlier, Miami gives up very few offensive rebounds at 9.0 per game, therefore opponents have few second look opportunities. Timberwolves vs Jazz. The Utah Jazz and the Minnesota Timberwolves duke it out at the Target Center on Monday night. The Utah Jazz have been in a real slump as they've lost 8 of their last 11 games overall, and they will be looking to bounce back after coming up painfully short to the 76ers in a 118-117 loss on Saturday. Jordan Clarkson led the team with 38 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Talen Horton-Tucker added 20 points off the bench, while Walker Kessler chipped in with 15 points, 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. As a team, the Jazz shot 47% from the field and 12 of 40 from the three-point line as they suffered a slow start and had to claw back from a 20-point deficit after allowing 41 points in the first quarter, only to come up short as the 76ers' Joel Embiid drained the game winner with just 5.1 seconds left on the clock. The Minnesota Timberwolves have been in pretty good shape as they've won 6 of their last 7 games overall, and they will be looking to stay hot after beating the Cavaliers in a 110-102 win on Saturday. Anthony Edwards led the team with 26 points with 6 rebounds and 7 assists. Naz Reid added 17 points off the bench, while Jalen Nowell chipped in with 16 points on 6 of 9 shooting. As a team, the Timberwolves shot 56% from the field and 9 of 28 from the three-point line as they scored just 22 points in the second quarter to trail by as many as 14 points, but they stayed in the contest and made their move in the fourth quarter, where they outscored the Cavaliers by 33-22 to win comfortably in the end. Minnesota comes into this Western Conference showdown ranked 7th in pace of play. Saturday was the 11th game this season for Anthony Edwards, with at least 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has been their primary scoring option with Karl Anthony Towns out of the lineup, and it looks like he will need to shoulder more of the load without Gobert available. The Timberwolves have won 6 of their last 7 games, including 2 straight on back-to-back nights. They have fought back to the .500 mark after 44 games. I anticipate this one being a high-scoring game, with both clubs pushing the tempo without their big men available. Our total pick is over 230.5 points. The total has gone over in 7 of Utah's last 8 road games. Grizzlies vs Suns. The Phoenix Suns and the Memphis Grizzlies duke it out at the FedEx Forum on Monday night. The Phoenix Suns have been in a major slump as they've lost 11 of their last 13 games overall, and they will be hoping to snap a 2-game skid after falling short to the Timberwolves in a 121-116 road loss on Friday. Damian Lee led the team with 31 points on 10 of 17 shooting off the bench. Michael Bridges added 24 points with 6 assists, while DeAndre Ayton chipped in with 11 points, 11 rebounds and 4 assists. As a team, the Suns shot 47% from the field and 14 of 23 from the three-point line as they got off to another terrible start and leaked 64 points in the first half to trail by as many as 24 points, which cost them as they rallied with 41 points in the fourth quarter to take back all the momentum, only for the clock to run out on them. The Memphis Grizzlies have been in red-hot form as they've won 10 of their last 12 games overall, and they will be gunning for a 10th straight victory after routing the Pacers in a 130-112 road win on Saturday. Desmond Bane led the team with 25 points, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. Ja Morant added 23 points with 10 assists, while Santi Aldama chipped in with 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting off the bench. As a team, the Grizzlies shot 55% from the field and 12 of 32 from the three-point line as they set the tone with 36 points in the first quarter to take the early lead, and they just never took their foot off the gas in a game where they led by as many as 34 points. Memphis ranks 5th in pace of play entering this Western Conference meeting with a reeling Phoenix Suns. Phoenix will not have its full complement of players, and they have struggled in a big way offensively. The Grizzlies notched its 9th straight win with a 130-112 drubbing of the Indiana Pacers Saturday evening. Ja Morant had 23 points and 10 assists, while Desmond Bane scored 25 points. You can expect a similar type of game here, one where Morant and Bane will not have to do much in the second half. Our total pick is under 226 points. The total number has gone under in 6 of Phoenix's last 8 games and 8 of their last 12 facing the Grizzlies. Lakers vs Rockets. The Houston Rockets have been in a major slump as they've lost 15 of their last 16 games overall, and they will be hoping to arrest a 10-game slide after getting thrashed by the Clippers in a 121-100 road loss last night. Eric Gordon led the team with 24 points on 8 of 16 shooting. Kenyon Martin Jr. added 22 points on 9 of 14 shooting, while Alperen Sengun tallied 15 points with 8 rebounds and 6 assists. As a team, the Rockets shot 45% from the field and 7 of 31 from the three-point line as they went back and forth with the Clippers in a close contest until the fourth quarter, where they got outscored by 30-10 to get blown out in the end. The Los Angeles Lakers look to have cooled off from their 5-game win streak as they've now lost 3 in a row after falling just short to the 76ers in a 113-112 home defeat last night. LeBron James led the way with 35 points, 8 rebounds and 10 assists. Russell Westbrook racked up a triple-double of 20 points with 14 rebounds and 11 assists, while Troy Brown chipped in with 13 points. As a team, the Lakers shot 55% from the field and 6 of 20 from the three-point line as they went back and forth with the 76ers in an arm wrestle before they came up just short, with Westbrook missing the potential game winner at the buzzer. Jalen Green, 21.5 ppg, leads 6 players for Houston, averaging in double digits, and he missed the last game due to suspension but will play against the Lakers. Kevin Porter Jr., 19.2 ppg, also missed the last game due to injury, and he is listed as questionable to face LA. Alperen Sengun, 14.4 ppg 8.6 rpg, is the leading rebounder, and in the last 2 games, he has totaled 29 points and 14 rebounds. On the season, Houston has the worst road record in the league, 4-19, and they have failed to cover the spread in their last 6 road games. The Lakers are really banged up and will be without Anthony Davis, Larry Walker IV, and Austin Reeves, who are all averaging in double figures, and Patrick Beverley is listed as questionable. King James, 29 ppg 8.4 rpg, ranks 7th in the NBA in scoring, and he has scored at least 35 points in 4 of the last 6 games. Westbrook, 15.4 ppg, has been shooting the ball well as of late, but on the season is still only shooting 41.5% from the floor. Dennis Schroeder, 12.5 ppg, has shot poorly in the last 2 games where he only totaled 15 points. On the season, the Lakers are 10-10 at home. While the total has gone over in 4 of the last 5 games between these Western Conference rivals, I am leaning towards the under in this game. The Lakers have an under record of 5-2 in their last 7 games, and they have 3 players that are averaging in double figures all out for this game. However, they will play good defense, which will be easier since Houston ranks second to last in the league in points per game. Our total pick is under 230.5 points. This game will be a slower-paced one, and with neither team putting up a high total, it means the under is the pick for this matchup.